Rock sliders for the truck are very expensive, extremely expensive, because only one company makes them, and I believe it's GM or whoever GM contracts. That's it for right now. If anyone knows of companies that make rock sliders for the Silverado Zr2, please hit me up, because I'd love to install them, because right now we're doing something that is just so beyond stupid to rectify this problem. We haven't off-roaded this truck an insane amount, but the amount of times that the body has taken damage where rock sliders would have saved it is insane.
Dang, they should really have a rock slider on that.
We got to rectify this situation immediately, and I'm doing this in the most complicated way possible to avoid having to fork over like $1,500. I think it's even more than that if you want to get it installed professionally, the rock sliders for the truck. So let's see what I have in store. And then you guys get to see one of the coolest modifications, the biggest modification that we're doing to the truck, aside from the supercharger. All right, so I have here... We don't want these. We don't want the steps on this, because that just honestly makes it tougher to off-road. So what we're gonna use is this piece here as like a makeshift rock slider. So I may have to modify this. We're also gonna see how this looks. The problem is though, these can hang down for like the old man or pappy, whoever's driving these trucks, who want a lot of chrome on these machines. They want these to hang very, very low, so it's easier to actually use this step. And this is super far away from the body, and it just looks stupid. This may actually protect and act as a makeshift rock slider. Just gonna have to cut this off here, or leave it on, who knows. At the very least, I can throw these puppies on whenever I go to sell it to cover up the dents. Good thing no one's gonna know about that. They look well made. This is also a sponsored product. They didn't pay me, but they gave it to me. So if you guys want to hit them up, KYX wasn't the company that gave this to me. I think it's Sunco. Either way, they have great products on their website, and stuff like this is made very, very well, at least as far as I can tell. So we're gonna test this out. If you guys wanted their products, they have a huge selection on their website, and a lot of it, they're doing like their Christmas special after Christmas, where stuff that didn't sell, they mark it way down. Like some of this stuff is 75% off. So hit that up in the description. Anyway, yeah, the point of this is to cover up damage like that, also prevent further damage. Oh my God, there's a crow. Oh, he's just gonna land there and squawk the entire time I film. So this will act as just a guard for right now, and in the future, whenever Fab4s gets off their butt and makes some rock sliders for this truck, we're gonna obviously purchase those and throw these on. One thing that's weird about this is on the Colorado, it hooks up to the frame because the frame's sturdy. It can hook around the back here, and then that allows for a lot of pressure to be put on it. But for this, and I think this is for the factory rock sliders too, you have to pop off these gaskets, and it's in the like body here, which I guess this is reinforced. Hopefully it is, because this thing's gonna take a serious beating if it ever were to come in contact with a rock or something like that, or even just stepping on it. I wouldn't want it to bend this. I don't know, there's got to be a piece of steel back here that helps reinforce this, because that's a lot of pressure. So I'm only going to leave 2 of the brackets on and then see how it does just handling that. Connor, what did I tell you about this? Is this what the fans want to see? They want to be watching this? Well, sir, the data here actually says that, no. No, they don't. Exactly. So wrap this up, get it done, or you're fired. All right, okay, fine. Rock sliders, steps, whatever you want to call them, they're on the truck. They're just steps, that's what they are. But like I said, I want to cut them off right here with like a grinder and just make it so that this is going to be sort of a makeshift rock slider. These are a little bit ugly in terms of just having no steps on them. With the steps, they're actually pretty good, but if we cut that off, it's gonna look a little weird. But we're looking for functionality here and not looks in terms of these rock sliders. Damn, someone was wiped out. I do love this truck. With all its flaws that I mentioned, I do love this truck. It looks super good. Very, very nice. But with this next modification, we're about to make it look close to perfect. Very, very close to perfect. All right, boys, I'm sure you all had a very Merry Christmas, but if you didn't get exactly what you wanted, or if it wasn't a Colorado Zr2, which I know you've all been asking for years, I can get you that for $70. There's less than 750 slots available for this truck. And to be honest with you, we're probably not gonna sell out just because I'm a small channel. I don't have the reach of these bigger channels. So your odds in reality, I'm not saying it is just yet, but your odds in reality to win this thing might be like 1 in 500, 1 in 600. We'll see what we have to trim it down to, because the deadline's coming up. We're gonna have to give this truck away at some point. So even though 1 out of 1,000 is insane odds to win a truck for $70, imagine it being like 1 out of 500, literally cut in half. For $70 on sale right now, use that Christmas money for a truck this winter. Imagine rolling up to work, college, school with this machine. $70 right now. You get a poster automatically entered for this beautifully built Colorado Zr2 with $20,000 worth of professional modifications done to it. Nothing cheap on this. It's all top of the line. So get yourself entered and change your life. So finally, a true modification to the Silverado Zr2. The Karen train horns don't really count, and the rock sliders I'm not really counting either, just because this is sponsored. It's not that big of a deal. We don't know if we're gonna keep them on. They do look sick, and they definitely serve their purpose if you guys are looking for steps, but I didn't even put them on yet on the other side. I still have to do that. So we'll see what we want to do with that, or maybe just fork over the cash for actual rock sliders. But the big modification for this truck, it's already on the TRX. As a matter of fact, it comes factory on the TRX, and it's not the supercharger, even though that is the next modification after this, because it's ordered on the way. I promise. But it is the wide body kit. Do you see how fat the hips are on this truck? The rear end, you definitely get to see it, but on the front here, it even has enough room for these big air vents on the front and in the back here. So that's what we're looking for this truck. Unfortunately, this doesn't come factory with a wide body kit, so we have to order our own. And the way I got these is because Mike got them for me for Christmas. He was able to hit up that Fiber RX guys. They gave him a sweet deal on it, sort of a sponsorship deal, I guess. I don't know, really. It's only getting promoted on my channel, but those are coming and they look sick. They're inexpensive fiberglass fenders, so we don't have to worry about beating them up like we already did to the bedside here. So what you're gaining here is aesthetics. It looks great. You don't have to worry about damaging your truck so much because it's fiberglass, so it's cheap. You can replace it. It's easy to wrap or paint, so you can match it to the truck. We're probably going to wrap the entire truck though, just to be safe and make it look cool. The problem is though, you have to cut your factory fenders for them to attach to. I thought that these were complete fenders that you would just bolt right on. You would take these off, they would be put in a safe spot, and then you would damage your fiberglass fenders because those are going on. But since I have to cut these and put the fiberglass fenders onto them, it kind of defeats the purpose, you know what I mean? We're still going to do it, but it's like I'm worried. I'm trying to keep these safe, and that's why I'm putting the wide body kit on, because then I get to protect my factory fenders. But if I have to cut them anyway, that kind of sucks. Now the other theory is that we could buy new replacement fenders that are unpainted and then just cut those up and then take these off the truck so that they're safe. The problem is though, I don't even think they make fender. I mean, obviously they have to make fenders for this truck. I just can't find them, and I'm sure the ones that are out there, even unpainted, are extremely expensive. Like, it's crazy expensive. So all the little mods that we did to this already, like window tint, the wheels, the tires, rock sliders, those are all pathetically simple mods. They're nothing crazy. Once you start cutting parts of your truck, that's whenever it gets a little bit extreme. And supercharging it, which we're going to be doing here, probably the next video. I got nothing else lined up, so that's probably the next video, is putting the supercharger on this truck. But once you make that leap to like the real modifications, and in reality you're ruining the truck, like you're not making it in YouTube terms, it's making it better, but in practical terms it is definitely not. So that's what we're trying to focus on here, is to make it a YouTube truck. We're not looking for it to be, oh, what's up owners, what's up baby. I appreciate the support, guys. Follow me on Instagram, RFRacing717, and if you made it this far in the video, comment big for how big this truck's gonna be. It's already a full-size truck, and adding those wide hips is gonna make it a little more challenging on the trails, but hopefully a lot more carefree. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.